So if you've been around the block, I'm pretty sure you would have seen the endless debates questioning the legitimacy of Messi's 8 Ballon d'Ors, and it's not without good reason. You see, the entire football population is split into two halves. There's the Messi fans and you have the Ronaldo fans. When you have a guy like Ronaldo, who it seems only wins the Ballon d'Or when he's able to win the Champions League, with the exception of 2013, and then you have Messi, who have won the same award 5 times without winning the biggest trophy in Europe, then I guess you can see why this topic is one of the most debated topics in football. But there's something that people often overlook. You see, both Messi and Ronaldo play a different kind of role in their team, and both their teams play a different style of football. In 2019, for example, Messi created 78 chances from open play, 34 big chances, and 22 assists in all club competitions, all while finishing as top scorer in Europe. Ronaldo, on the other hand, had 9 big chances and 11 assists. And this is all down to the roles they both play, and also the different brand of football both their teams play. Messi plays a more hybrid role, where he's responsible for creating and finishing, and the level at which he does this is something only he can do. And this is why he has almost double the amount of key passes and chances created as Ronaldo, and also why he's always ranked in the top 1% metric for both midfielders and forward contributions. But 2019 wasn't a good year for Ronaldo because he had just moved to Italy, so I think you'll get a better understanding if we look at both of them in their prime in Spain. In the 2015-16 season, Ronaldo emerged as the Ballon d'Or winner after he led Madrid to the Champions League title. This season, he had 51 goals and 15 assists in all club competitions, and these numbers were superior to Messi's 41 goals and 24 assists. But if you look at total goal contributions, it suddenly becomes even, because Messi had 65 while Ronaldo had 66. Now, if we were to look at big chances created and key passes, you'll start to see a whole different picture. Ronaldo did extremely well for a forward, putting up 18 big chances and 51 key passes in all competition, but Messi had 77 key passes and 37 big chances created. Now, if we add up both key passes and big chances, Messi has 114 while Ronaldo has 69. And this further highlights what I was trying to say earlier. Because of the role Messi plays in Barcelona, he almost always finishes as one of the top passers and top scorers in Europe each season. And this is something that nobody has ever done consistently for 10+ years. Ronaldo is the only player who has ever managed to outscore him multiple times. And when he does this, and also wins the Champions League, based on the Ballon d'Or criterias, it then puts Ronaldo in a more favorable spot than Messi. But if a season comes along where Ronaldo fails to match Messi goal-scoring wise, he's not going to outpass Messi creatively, nor is he going to out-assist him. And that's why Ronaldo only wins the Ballon d'Or when he wins the Champions League, again with the exception of 2013, and he was robbed in 2018. But with Messi, it's very different because he doesn't need to outscore everyone to have a good contributive season. If Ronaldo fails to challenge Messi, you're either going to have Messi outscoring and outpassing everyone to win the award even if he fails to win the Champions League. Either this, or you're going to have someone like Louis or Haaland outscore Messi, but his other contributions will balance the scale. But does this mean he deserved the 2021 and 2023 awards? Well, it's very debatable. For the calendar year, Lewandowski had 69 goals and 13 assists for club and country. Messi was the closest to him stats-wise, with 43 goals and 18 assists in all competitions, including international play. So in totality, it's Messi with 61 goal contributions and Lewandowski with 82. In 2021, both of these guys failed to win the Champions League, as Chelsea was crowned champions. Lewandowski won the Bundesliga and finished as top scorer, while Messi lost the league but was also top scorer. Messi won the Spanish Cup, but Lewandowski failed to win the German Cup. Lewandowski lifted the German Super Cup, which was his second and only other title for the season, while Messi hit 9 goal contributions to lift the Copa America, which was also his second and only other title for the season. If we were to look at big chances created and key passes, Messi had 118 key passes and 26 big chances created, while Louis had 55 key passes and 16 big chances. And if you do the maths, that's 2 times the amount of chances Lewandowski created. And if you're asking why these chances created stats matter, it's because eye test is also a part of the Ballon d'Or criteria. But if we compare the numbers and significance of each trophy, it's not as obvious as people try to make it. Lewandowski had 26 more goals than Messi, and people act like it's a small number, but most strikers struggle to even hit 18. But like I had said in the intro of the video, Messi's chances created stats always seem to come around and balance the scale. And the fact that he finally won an international title, I feel that many people voted for him because of this tournament. So considering the bias toward international titles, and given that the Bundesliga is ranked lower, Lewandowski ended up being overlooked. Is it the right decision though? Well, I'll be reading the comments to hear the answer from you guys. But that aside, the 2023 award is where I have the biggest problem. I won't be counting Messi's stats in the United States because he joined when the season in Europe was pretty much done. But stats-wise, Messi had 28 goals and 23 assists in all competitions. competitions, while Haaland had 56 goals and 9 assists in all competitions. Now, if we put them side by side, Messi had 51 goal contributions while Haaland racked up 65. But what Haaland did this season that Lewandowski didn't do last season was that he won the Champions League, and he was the top scorer. And he also won the Premier League and FA Cup, making him a treble winner. Since R9 in 2000, it has been a heavily discussed talking point that the World Cup holds too much weight for a 4-week tournament. It's a really hard trophy to win, and it's even harder to perform at the same level you do in club competitions. Just ask the endless list of players like Neymar, Ronaldo, and Hazard who all played in good teams, but just never managed to win the title nor replicate their form from a competition like the Champions League. Personally, I support the idea of the World Cup having a lot of weight in the voting, but not 50% or more. I think it should be between 30 to 40% because it's really difficult to go through a 10-month season and consistently outperform everyone. Then this tournament comes along for 1 month and all of a sudden someone else does well in it and now suddenly they ranked ahead of you, even if they had a terrible season. Because R9 did have a terrible season plagued with injuries and he only managed 16 appearances. With Messi, it's slightly different because he had 41 goal contributions if we exclude his World Cup numbers. Messi had a very good campaign, and 10 goal contributions is actually insane. So based on the Ballon d'Or criteria and bias towards World Cup performers in the past, if you accept Cannavaro, R9, and Modric as deserved winners, then you have to accept Messi, because he actually performed the best of all three. And again, this is just the rule of the award. I don't agree with the rules personally, but I'm not going to be biased. I think based on the rules they set out, Messi is the deserved winner. But if you think the World Cup has too much weight, then you have a point if you believe that Haaland should win it. The next thing that will help Messi's case for this award is the fact that he's a more rounded footballer than Haaland. He actually has more than double the amount of chances created than what Haaland have. And for a guy who just scored goals, Haaland has a big disadvantage when it comes to eye test. All you need to do is look at how many times they both won man of the match for their teams, and you'll see who is the biggest contributor to their team in overall play. You have to remember people watch football with their eyes, and he's not like Ronaldo or Lewandowski who are good at hold-up play, can pass the ball really well, shoot perfectly with both feet, dribble past players, and look like a world-class striker. And these little things are what I believe that people used to take him out of the equation.
Position, you don't spin?
I think
You really don't spin. Now, you don't spin. Now you don't go. No, now you don't go. It can be anything in the world. I can understand anything. You don't go there. That's your strong point. Holding the ball is not your point. Running in behind, sometimes you don't do it. You don't run there?
Like I said before, all these little things are what people use to compare him to Messi and vote against him. So in conclusion, I think it's pretty clear that Messi's talent have somewhat appeared to have broken the rules multiple times. I think Lewandowski and Haaland both lost mainly because of the award's bias toward international titles. Any other season, and either could have won. But with Messi surpassing 50 goal contributions in both seasons and outperforming them in other key footballing metrics, these factors ultimately tipped the award in his favor. But like I said, this is just my opinion on the matter. Some of you guys have more knowledge on these things than I do, so I'm actually interested to hear whether you think Messi robbed the awards or if he deserved them. Feel free to also drop a like and subscribe, and tell me what video you want next.